It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Let's see the stat sheet here for Jimmy Butler.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge. DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Griffin in at the power forward. And for Miami, Jimmy Butler is out there with Bielitsa. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Kendrick. And it's Oladipo in at the 2. Now, here's Oladipo. 17-foot shot on the way. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
Pass to Irving. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
So Oladipo will bring it up for Miami. Griffin with some nice D. Brooklyn with the ball. Nice shot by Harden. Wide open. 3-pointers off the mark. It's tipped. now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Griffin, and a slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Nunn passes to Butler. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Adebayo kicks to Bielitsa. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go.
Great recovery by Blake Griffin, being able to contest that shot.
Again, the miss by the Heat. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Nunn passes to Bielitsa. Here's Butler. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
KD's shot is good.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
There's Butler's competitive streak right back at you from distance.
Harden against Oladipo.
Oh, wow! He went
That was nice. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Now, here's Oladipo. And it's Durant with the rebound.
unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Hook loose. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Butler.
Defense of Butler is absolutely tremendous. Active hands, came away with a steal on that play.
Harden against Nunn. Here's Irving. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Irving's got his second bucket.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Nunn against Irving. Bielitsa with it. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one drops. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. He's perfect from the line this time. And now that we have some time away from it, Steve, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in the bubble.
You know, Kevin, having players see each other in hallways while going to battle later that night was definitely different. Spending that much time together. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in the NBA history. I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, it just felt to me like they wanted it more. I mean, didn't get down emotionally when they got behind. And how about fourth-quarter comeback, one for the ages. Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Miami trailing. Nunn passes to Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 7. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Irving looking for an opening. Harden's shot is off. For Miami, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. The Elites misses. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Harden against Oladipo. Fires for 3. Harden's shot is off.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Sinks the triple.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now, here is Irving. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Oladipo outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
To the inside. And finished off by Griffin.
Blake Griffin's teammates have to say wow, because they get the chance night in and night out to see something fantastic.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Ariza comes in for Bielitsa, and it's Iguodala in for Oladipo.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Now, here's Nunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Adebayo. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Harris.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Here's Dinwiddie. Following the score by Trevor Ariza. Irving's shot is good.
I mean, Kyrie, too pure of a shooter to let him catch and shoot with that much space.
To the for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Irving dishes to Griffin. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Griffin.
You know, it's interesting. Blake has increased his shooting range, but that hasn't really carried over to the free throw line.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for the Heat. Earl comes in for Kendrick Nunn. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Shamet's checked in. Griffin hits them both. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates, Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derek Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Here's Iguodala, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Haslam, the pass to Hero. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Heat lead by 2.
This is really what separates Tyler Hero as a player. The confidence and touch from deep.
Harris finds Shamet. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Takes the 3, and the Heat another 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Nets trail by 5. Dinwiddie outside. Up top, Griffin. Pass to Shamet. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Miami the other way now. Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Haslam.
Doesn't matter how many years Iguodala plays in this league, he's going to give you everything he has, wire to wire.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And a quick look at the numbers for Trevor Ariza. His last 10 games, he's around 6 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Iguodala. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Harris against Ariza. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
A rangy 6'8". Ariza finishing with force.
Nets trail by 7. Pass to Dinwiddie. On deep. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the pass to Iguodala. Back to Adebayo. Shoots over Shamet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him, they will pay. A little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
First one falls for him.
Bam Adebayo has been fairly solid from the line throughout his career.
And Adebayo drops them both. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They trail by 9 points. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Hits the jumper. Adebayo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Iguodala, a beautiful reverse layup. And the Heat lead by 13.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Outside, Green. Back to Dinwiddie. get it. He dishes it to Green. Here's Griffin. Off the left rim and out.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And it's Iguodala missing.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Griffin kicks to Dinwiddie. And again, it's the Nets missing. Miami leading by 13. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. They get it again. Passes it to Haslam. Here's Hero. The tray. And again, Miami with the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Just 3 on the clock. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Heat lead by 16. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall philosophy, listen to this. And you know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Over Haslam. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Ariza has the open look. Off target from outside. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's an 18-point game. They come to this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Now, here's Oladipo. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's KD. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Udonis Haslem.
You know, he's still slender, but KD's gotten a lot stronger. You have to wrap him up early. You can't let him get the shot off.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Bielitsa, who checks in for the Heat. Jimmy Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Haslam hits both of them. Nets trail by 20. Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The deep three from Harden. And the Nets miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the jam by Udonis Haslam.
Attacking the defense with the pass, Butler understands the importance of keeping his teammates involved.
Harden inside the three-point line. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Oladipo for three, and again, Miami with the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Nets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And the first timeout called for the game for Brooklyn.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way voting is shaping up. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Look at Hart. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And that one's good by Butler.
Pretty good with the ball in his hands off the dribble, but now you're seeing the other facet of his game, the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
Outside Irving. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Tuesday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against Milwaukee, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Fantastic isolation player, Kyrie. But on that play, he made a play for others.
Oladipo with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. It's stolen by Haslam. Here's Nunn. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Irving. It's good from long range. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
We're seeing the full arsenal here tonight. Uncle Drew turning up.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Now here's Durant. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. He's got 10.
Attacking the heart of the defense, Durant on the finishing end of a smart play design.
Here's Haslam. And a miss there on the triple. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Nunn passes to Butler. To the paint. And the jam by Udonis Haslam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kicked off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nuggets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team scoring. The Nets second.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Here's Irving. 14 points for him. It's tipped. Here's Harden. That one off the back iron and out.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Now here's Durant. A 23-point game for him in the win against Orlando. A 15-footer. Harden, no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Harden inside the three-point line. Another miss by Harden.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Now, here is Irving. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Brooklyn has possession. Outside Butler. Jordan with the rebound.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Outside Irving. Will it go? And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Bialica. To the inside. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, with his height, it is almost impossible to affect KD's shot without fouling.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. Yeah, and he made 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, and he just continued to pour them on here in the second.
Irving kicks to Harden. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Harden's got 8.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
None passes to Oladipo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside Jordan. Irving for 3. Rebound by Iguodala. Feeds to Oladipo and finished off by Oladipo.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
And here's Irving. He's got 16. Irving double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have to jump ball. And it's the Heat with the ball. And for the Heat, they're shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Iguodala with the bucket.
Such a sweet stroke from Andre on the three ball. Always a danger to light it up from there.
And Irving launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Irving's got 19 points.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Here's none. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack. Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Nunn looking around. Pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Nunn can't get it to fall.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
And it's Irving missing. And it's Miami's ball. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Nunn. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Nobody near Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Irving's got 11 points in the quarter.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the Heat with some changes. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Bielitsa. And it's Tyler Hero in for Oladipo. The Nets also changing it up. Jeff Green is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Here's Hero. 14 points for him.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
On its way from Irving for 2. Again, Irving missing. The Heat leading by 23. Pull-up jumper. Hero no good. Now Shamet. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. Puts it up for Adebayo.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Outside Durant. There's the pass to Irving. On the way, Harris. And the layup falls. Harris has got his first basket.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Now, here's Nunn. Adebayo finds Nunn. 5 to shoot. Passes to Iguodala. From beyond the arc, and then some. Iguodala's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Miami. Durant deciding where to go with it. Outside Irving. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Victor Oladipo getting it done for Miami. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. His three-point stroke was a thing of beauty. He was very consistent, knocked down 7 total, giving the defense nightmares out there. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
Well, here we go again. It's Oladipo time. A multi-dimensional scorer. He embraces being the go-to guy. Too much athleticism for that defense right now.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bielitsa is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Adebayo in at center. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
And firing on all cylinders. Oladipo is hot, and he knows it. Commanding the ball right now.
The net shooting here, about 46% for the game. Irving against Nunn. Here's Harden. Rebound by the Heat. And again, Miami running the court in transition. Now here's Griffin. Harden outside. Launches it. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Harden's got 11 points.
I love that play right there. You see the patience of Blake. Doesn't force anything, just waits for his man to break free.
Now here's Oladipo. Three-pointer, Butler. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression. The physicality of Jimmy Butler poses so many issues for defenders.
For Miami, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. The free throw drops for Butler. And so he makes both from the line.
He's not like a lot of superstars. Jimmy Butler will call you out if you're on his team. All he wants to do is win.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 11. The dish now to Griffin. And the Nets, another three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Nunn passes to Butler. Nunn up top. Guarded by KD. Nunn kicks to Bielitsa. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bielitsa's got 5 now.
The assist totals can just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Oladipo dishes to Butler. From 20 feet out. Great D that time from Griffin. Nets trailed by 21. Outside, KD. It's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. So it's Miami now. Nunn with it. Kicks it to Oladipo. Shoots it up. And again, it's the Heat missing. Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-hand shots to fall. 80% since the break. And the dunk by Jordan.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's got 10 to the left wing. None wide open. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Harden. It's stolen by Oladipo. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And how about the active hands there? Oladipo can pick your pocket like it's nothing. He is a disruptive defender.
Timeout called the Nets. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes. And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Adebayo. Averaging 21 points per game, 16 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside. Let me tell you, when he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
KD on the wing. Back to Dinwiddie. He kicks to Harden. For 3. They get it back. Griffin's shot is off. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Miami Heat. Oladipo uses the glass to finish the layup. Oladipo's got 31 points.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Dinwiddie passes to Harden. And the layup is good. Harden's got 13.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets it close to the basket.
To the middle. Here's Oladipo. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Pass to Harden. There's the triple. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And the 3 off target. Miami leading by 23. And the Heat, another 3.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Again, the miss by Harden.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look. But the defense was right on him.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leader. 4th, Bam Adebayo.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Here's Dinwiddie. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
And the Heat call time here. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Here's Adebayo. After the basket by Brooklyn. Inside, Hero. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is Silk, even on a power finish. Griffin kicks to Shamet, and the wide open shot from Green. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now the pass to Nunn. And here's Haslam. He's covered by Shamet. And no good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Udonis Haslam. Here's Dinwiddie. Harris outside. Green, the pass to Dinwiddie. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
The Nets have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Throw drops for Dinwiddie. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the 3rd. And so here is Miami. Passes it to Adebayo. Here's Hero. He's covered by Shamet.
This guy is a gamer. Tyler Hero, I love how he powers through.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's an offensive-minded guard with limitless scoring potential. I think Tyler Hero will be a household name soon enough.
Harris outside. And Green launches it from deep. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
None against Dinwiddie. They grab their own miss. Adebayo.
You're going to have to foul Bam a lot harder than that if you want to prevent the and one.
For Miami, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Free throw good, Adebayo.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Bam Adebayo.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
And here is Shamet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Rebound by Iguodala. And here's the fast break. And the Heat, another three.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here are the Heat now. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Now, here's Nunn. D right on him. Ariza, Nets shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Lets it go from deep. That shot by Griffin, no good. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Miami Heat.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
There's Green with the three, and it's Miami with the rebound. And here comes Ariza, late in the fast break. Such a wide open look. Nunn's got 8 points here in this quarter.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Griffin, no one around him. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 8th assist here tonight.
No hesitation from Blake on that catch and shoot jumper.
Down low, here's Hero. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Against physical defense, Griffin showing off his power. Nice play.
Inside, here's Adebayo. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Adebayo's got 15 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders. And let's check out some stats for Harris. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Harris drops them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Miami's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Ariza with the stuff.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. It's hauled in by the Heat. Iguodala's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Incredible confidence. Tyler Hero shoots the deep three like he's shooting at the foul line.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Green. From deep three-point range. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Iguodala's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Double team on Adebayo. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Heat now. Here's Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 30 points for Kyrie Irving.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
And Griffin sends it back. And so it's the Miami Heat, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Tyler Johnson is out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Luwawu in at the three.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
Here's Iguodala. Following the basket by Blake Griffin. From deep. Here's Achua. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The pass to Irving. Irving double team. Here's Luwawu. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Here's Nora trying to get open as Iguodala. Nora can't get it to go. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Luwawu. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Luwawu's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Iguodala, the pass to Nora. Shoots the three. That shot off, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Oh, Griffin in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
What's up? And just a tremendous display of strength by Iggy. Always a threat to convert, even with the contact.
Hey, Smitty, Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes its leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow. The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. Passes it to Luwawu. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Drops in the layup for 2.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Irving against Iguodala. Here's Achua. Oh, the power on that Pruden.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Nets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Irving double team. Over to the left wing. Claxton. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Cans it from downtown. Robinson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. Some solid defense there from Irving. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Shot by Johnson, no good. For Miami, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Robinson. Chalk up 2 there. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 33 points.
In the first half, he got wild and loose from beyond the arc. Now he's hit 3 more since. Remarkable.
Iguodala, the pass to Achua. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Johnson finds Irving. Shot from the wing. Here's Claxton. Robinson pulls it in. Heat have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Iguodala. Slammed home. He draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for the Heat. And that one falls for Achua. Well, Smitty, you were a player with versatility and length. How much fun would you have had with today's style of play?
I think, Kevin, I was the guy that kind of played 1 through 3 at 6'8". But nowadays, I could have played 1 through 4.
Oh!
Yes! Yes!
And when Oladipo makes passes like that, his team kicks into a whole new gear offensively.
Pass to Irving. To stop the run, here's Claxton. He can't get that one to fall.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Mora can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. The Heat have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Oladipo finds Robinson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Luwawu, the pass to Shamet. Here's Luwawu. Aldridge left side. Here's Shamet. Line with his three.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate. You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
Johnson surveying the floor. That 3 off the mark. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in the second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Good on the triple.
Keeps the defense guessing with the pull-up J. Landry Shamet's jumper is right on time.
Oladipo for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
The pass to Achua. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names. Headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated
that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And, Greg, you've gotten a bird's-eye view. You've gotten a front-court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Now, Shamet misses the three.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Passes it to Shamet. Over Robinson. And it's Shamet missing.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Dishes to Johnson. Pass to Luwawu. And the Nets miss again. And Miami shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Oh, that's offensive interference. Nets shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Robinson against Johnson. Claxton the pass to Johnson. Over Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the perfect player to start your team off right now, because of the way everything is going, is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out, and he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game.
To the paint. It's deflected. Here's Claxton. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Achua. Oladipo with the ball. He's guarded by Johnson. Oladipo against Aldridge. Oladipo misses, and here are the Nets. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Johnson left side. Here's Aldridge. Now, here's Shamet. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Robinson misses. Nets shooting well. They're at 45%. From downtown, drains it from beyond the arc. Shamet's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Nets.
From range, Landry Shamet is just a natural, has total confidence in his own abilities.
Robinson kicks to Oladipo. Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all times. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive.
Back to Oladipo. Off target from three-point range. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 19-5 run here.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
So looking at the season total, This will be their 17th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Oladipo.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And he makes the first. Good on both. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Johnson against Oladipo. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Oladipo's got 35. And there's the pass to Claxton. Out to the right wing. Johnson with it. Shot clock at 6. Gets a very good look and converts. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Oladipo. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.